Donald Trump's rise from a real estate heir to the 47th President of the United States stunned the world. Once considered an outsider with little more than a controversial reputation, he became the oldest and wealthiest person to ever assume the presidency. His tenure introduced a new wave of politics, one marked by bold actions, sharp rhetoric, and an unorthodox style that many feared would further complicate America's already tumultuous political landscape. Yet, over time, Trump proved his mettle, transforming doubt into a legacy of undeniable influence. Born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York, Donald Trump grew up in an environment shaped by his father, Fred Trump, a successful real estate developer. Fred's projects focused on building affordable housing for middle-income families, and this early exposure to the real estate world would go on to shape Donald's career. However, it was his mother, Mary McLeod Trump, who left the most profound impact on his character. Donald recalled a pivotal moment from his childhood when he witnessed his mother at the funeral of Queen Elizabeth's second visit to the U.S. at the age of 6, her poise in the crowd deeply influencing him. He realized that his mother's grace, coupled with her ability to handle life's challenges with elegance and precision, had shaped his worldview. The words delicate, dramatic, perfect may have been the best way to describe the qualities that would later define Trump's presidency. Growing up in the affluent neighborhood of Jamaica Estates in Queens, Trump attended private schools, but his rebellious nature set him apart. At the age of 7, he was expelled from his first school after a series of altercations, including a physical confrontation with a teacher. This unyielding defiance led his father to send him to the New York Military Academy, where he would eventually graduate as a team leader. During summer breaks, Trump would often accompany his father on business trips, learning firsthand the dynamics of the real estate industry. After earning a degree from Fordham University, Donald Trump chose to follow his father's path into real estate. In 1968, he joined Fred Trump's company, Elizabeth Trump and Son, and quickly began taking a more hands-on role in the business. By 1971, he assumed control of the company, renaming it the Trump Organization. Trump soon left his father's residential projects behind and set his sights on Manhattan's more upscale real estate market. His ambition was to develop grander, more ambitious projects than those his father had built. While Fred initially had reservations about his son's approach, he ultimately supported his vision as Donald embarked on a series of high-profile projects in the heart of New York City. Trump's business acumen was defined by his willingness to take risks. By the time he was 30, he was already known as a risk-taking investor, leveraging bank loans to finance massive real estate ventures. His boldness paid off in 1978 when he spearheaded the revitalization of the bankrupt Commodore Hotel, transforming it into the iconic Grand Hyatt. It was this kind of audacity and resilience in the face of financial turmoil that earned Trump a reputation as a savvy businessman, a reputation he would later leverage into a successful political career. By the 1980s, Donald Trump was firmly entrenched as one of the most prominent figures in New York's real estate scene. His bold moves and larger-than-life persona had made him a household name. However, it wasn't just his business successes that set him apart. It was also his growing public profile, which helped him transition into the political sphere. In 1980, Trump made headlines with his bold proposal to renovate the Walmart Ring in Central Park, a project initially started by the city but abandoned by 1986. Trump publicly criticized the inefficiency of the city's bureaucratic processes and the then-mayor, Ed Koch, claiming that the government was incapable of completing the renovation. In a public debate, Trump suggested that the government allow him to take over the project. When given the go-ahead, Trump completed the renovation in just 3 months, saving the city money and earning widespread praise from the public. This success by the mid-1980s, Trump had become a real estate mogul, with a series of landmark projects across Manhattan, including luxurious hotels and office buildings. His most famous project during this time was the Trump Tower, which he built in 1983. Located on Fifth Avenue, it became one of the most iconic structures in New York City and cemented Trump's reputation as a major player in the real estate world. However, the late 1980s brought challenges. The real estate market in the U.S. hit a downturn, with vacancies in offices, homes, and hotels reaching high levels. By the early 1990s, Trump faced a severe financial crisis. The economic slowdown caused a dramatic decrease in his income, and the Trump Organization found itself buried under $9 billion in debt, with Trump personally owing nearly $1 billion. To stay afloat, he was forced to sell assets, including the Plaza Hotel in New York and several luxury yachts. Despite selling off valuable properties, Trump was still unable to cover his debts, and in 1990, he made the difficult decision to sell his Eastern Airlines stake, which he had purchased in 1989. In the face of mounting pressure from creditors, Trump used his negotiation skills to hold on to his most valuable assets, particularly his investments in Atlantic City. His gamble paid off when his Atlantic City casino properties, under the Trump name, began to generate significant profits, helping him recover from his financial troubles. This period of recovery demonstrated Trump's resilience and his ability to turn a crisis into an opportunity. During this time, Trump also began to shape his public image further, crafting a persona of confidence, success, and resilience, traits that would later fuel his political career. He was not just a businessman. He was also a best-selling author, with books like The Art of the Deal becoming cultural touchstones. In fact, The Art of the Deal spent 32 weeks at the top of the bestseller list, establishing Trump as a voice of authority on business and negotiation. His message was clear. Success came to those who were bold, determined, and willing to take risks. Trump's ventures into the political world began in 2000, when he ran for the Reform Party nomination, though he was ultimately unsuccessful. It wasn't until 2015 that he would make his first serious bid for the presidency. On June 16, 2015, he announced his candidacy for the 2016 presidential election as a Republican. His platform was marked by his staunch opposition to illegal immigration, a tough stance on terrorism, and a focus on national security, all of which resonated with a significant portion of the American public. His unorthodox political style and outsider status made him a formidable candidate in the Republican primaries. Throughout his campaign, Trump's message remained simple yet powerful. He would make America great again. His business background, combined with his ability to communicate directly with voters, helped him build a broad and diverse coalition of support. By November 2016, Donald Trump had stunned the political world by winning the presidency, defeating the Democratic nominee, Hillary Clinton, in a historic election. Trump's journey from a young real estate heir to the President of the United States was anything but conventional. His rise to power was built on a combination of business acumen, media savvy, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. Along the way, he proved that, for better or worse, he was a man who would never back down from a fight, whether in business or in politics. On November 9, 2016, Donald Trump achieved an unexpected victory, defeating Hillary Clinton to become the 45th President of the United States. At 70 years old, Trump made history as the oldest and wealthiest individual ever to occupy the White House. From the moment he took office, it was clear that his leadership would be unlike that of any president before him. Together, we will build a safe, powerful, and great United States, he declared in his inaugural address, setting the tone for his presidency. Once in office, Trump defied expectations and delivered results that many thought impossible. Under his leadership, the U.S. economy saw remarkable improvements. GDP growth exceeded 3%. The unemployment rate dropped to its lowest level in a decade at just 3.9%. The stock market surged by 27%, and U.S. labor costs rose by 2.9%. Yet, despite these achievements, Trump's policies were often controversial. His critics accused him of undermining democratic values and destabilizing international peace, particularly with his stance on immigration and foreign trade. His America First agenda, which included pulling out of the Paris Climate Agreement, attempting to ban Muslim immigrants, and renegotiating trade deals, alienated many. Nonetheless, his supporters argued that he had fulfilled key promises from his campaign, restricting immigration, lowering taxes for individuals and businesses, and increasing spending on infrastructure. Perhaps most notably, Trump also sought to address one of the most protracted geopolitical issues of the modern era: North Korea. In a historic move, he became the first sitting U.S. president to meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, engaging in talks aimed at denuclearization and seeking a peace agreement to end the Korean War, a conflict that had lasted more than 70 years. Had a formal peace agreement been signed, Trump might well have been a contender for the Nobel Peace Prize. A personal life under the spotlight outside of politics. Trump's personal life has often attracted as much attention as his business dealings. Known for his wealth, charisma, and high-profile lifestyle, he has had 3 marriages and 5 children. His first wife, Ivana Trump, a former Olympic skier from Czechoslovakia, was married to Trump in 1977. Their lavish wedding became a major social event in New York, and together they worked on significant real estate projects like the Grand Hyatt Hotel and Trump Plaza. However, the couple divorced in 1992 after a highly publicized affair involving Trump and his second wife, Marla Maples. Despite their separation, Ivana continued to be a supportive figure in Trump's life and believed in his potential to become president. Trump's second marriage to Marla Maples lasted from 1993 to 1999. His third and current wife, Melania Trump, is a former Slovenian model whom he married in 2005. Together, they have one son, Baron, born in 2006. From his first marriage, Trump has 3 children, Ivanka, Donald Jr., and Eric, all of whom work with him in the Trump Organization. In addition to his family life, Trump was also known for his involvement in the beauty pageant industry. From 1996 to 2015, he owned the Miss Universe, Miss USA, and Miss Teen USA pageants, and under his leadership, they became major events in the world of entertainment and beauty. In 2015, Trump sold his interest in the pageants to the WME/IMG agency. Trump's influence also extended to the entertainment industry, where he became a familiar face. In 1990, he won the Ramsey Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in Gods Can Do It. He further solidified his status as a pop culture figure by starring in the reality TV show The Apprentice, where contestants competed for jobs in the Trump Organization. The show was immensely successful and led to several spin-offs. In recognition of his contribution to television, Trump was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2007. A legacy defined by unconventional leadership. Trump's presidency and public life have been defined by his unorthodox style, bold actions, and willingness to challenge the status quo. His political rise was unexpected, but his impact on the nation and the world is undeniable. Whether you agree with his policies or not, there's no doubt that Donald Trump redefined what it means to be a leader in the 21st century. His story continues to be one of controversy, resilience, and transformation, a testament to the power of an outsider's influence on the political establishment. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any new videos from us. What do you think about today's topic? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found the video helpful, feel free to share it with your friends and family. We hope you had a great time. See you in the next video with even more exciting content. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out.